I was playing with my son when I suddenly noticed something unsettling about the way he was looking at me. His eyes kept wandering over me in a way that made my skin crawl. I immediately sat up and pushed him away. Strangely, he instantly went back to being his usual innocent self. At first, I thought I was overthinking things, but that night, while I was sleeping in my bedroom, Parker came to my bedside and gently touched my face with his hand. It made me deeply uncomfortable. During a house party, when I simply gave my husband a quick hug, Parker's face twisted into a fierce expression, his eyes full of hostility as he watched us. I decided to ask Parker what was going on with him lately.
Ti devo uccidere.
His answer sent chills down my spine. When I tried to get closer to talk things through, he suddenly switched off the lights. In the darkness, I couldn't see where I was going and took a fall. Since we had family and friends over, I didn't confront him about it. The next day, after my husband left for work, I went to Parker's room to have a proper conversation with him. Just as I was thinking about how to start, something suddenly cut my finger. Looking down, I saw that someone had placed razor blades on the piano. I knew this had to be one of Parker's pranks, and I was shaking with anger. I was about to confront him when I heard his cries for help coming from the basement. I rushed down to find him, curled up in a corner, his body ice cold. Thinking he had a fever, I quickly carried him back to his room to find fever medicine. While searching through the drawers, I discovered my clothes that had gone missing a few days ago. Not dwelling on it, I grabbed the thermometer and returned to his bedside. Parker was mumbling something I couldn't make out. When I leaned in to hear better, he suddenly opened his eyes and said he'd been faking it and ran out of the room. I was truly furious now and chased him to the living room, where I found picture frames had been shattered. As I cleaned up while looking for him, I pursued him to the backyard when... That's when I felt a hand grab my ankle. Then the hand vanished into thin air. This series of bizarre events made me realize something was seriously wrong. I told my husband everything, but he dismissed it, saying Parker was just going through a rebellious phase and that I should pay more attention to our son. That night, I had a terrifying dream. The hand from earlier was holding a knife and repeatedly stabbing me. When I woke up, I found my nightgown had actually been slashed. What happened in my dream had become reality. I began to understand that the problem wasn't with Parker, but with this house we'd just moved into. Just as this thought crossed my mind, the roller shutter above my head suddenly came crashing down.